We're going to do a breakout activity with groups working on a slide and then bringing it back to the main room. So we're going to do an instructor's involvement and a student involvement. So I have an instructor's view in Collaborate, and I also beside it in this tab a student's view. So the student's going to be on this view here. So what I'll start with is the instructor's going to want to have breakout rooms. We only have 4 students, but I'm going to make several breakout rooms. So let's start with custom assignment, allow attendees to switch groups. And I know I only have enough for a couple, but I'm going to make as many groups as I can here. Just 6 groups. We're not going to use them all, but start. Now that I have the groups created, you can do this before class starts and have them running. I would be able to pause the breakout groups. So like when students move into breakout groups and I want them to come back, all I have to do, instead of hitting end or asking them to come back, I can just hit pause. It drags all the students back. Then this will also say resume, and I can hit it and they all go back into the rooms. We want them to be looking at a slide. They can go into these activities and do a blank whiteboard themselves. However, what I would like to do is go into share files. I made a Word document and then I saved it as a PDF sideways, so it's landscape mode. And it's just a group activity. It's just generic. It doesn't say anything. But I'm going to add this file into the shared content. Share files, share, and drag and drop it here. So now I could share it on the main screen, which I'll just quickly do. But when I share it on the main screen, I want it to be in the breakout groups. So right now I cannot put this in the breakout groups. So let's stop the share. And when I'm in this share file section, like I go to share content, share files, there's 3 dots beside the file. So I'm going to share with groups. I'm just going to share with all the groups. Share now. And I would have mentioned to the students that they should go into the groups. So this student will see group 1 to 6, and we'll just assume this one's going to be in group 3. Move into group 3. Here's the document with the group activity, some instruction, maybe a few questions, and they can write on this document. Answer to question 1. And I can also change the color to be maybe like that. And then I can also do another text here. And maybe do answer to question 2. And we'll just leave that. Maybe we'll just do other notes. So I'll just say, and plus I'll make it a different color. We'll do blue. Whoops. Other notes. So their slide is done here. And the instructor is going to want the group as a student to upload it back into the main room. So what a student can do is a student actually has access to new features when they're in a breakout room. They're like a presenter. So they can actually go to the share files section, and you can actually add files. How would you add this file as a file? Up in this top, besides having the ability to do text or just drawing, you can also download this feature. So let's just download. And being in a Chrome browser, it makes a recent bar at the bottom. So there's the actual activity, group activity PDF here. I don't need a name on it or anything, because what I'm going to do is with the share files option open, I just take it from the recent bar, drop it here, and I'm done. I could probably go back to the main room, but I can just stay where I'm at. Once I have this finished, I don't need to share it. And I'll go back to the instructor's view, who's in the main room. The instructor in the main room now sees group 3 has uploaded a file in this folder that wasn't here before. So with the breakout rooms, it is nice to give people in the everyone chat just a heads up, like 1 minute left before you pull them back. They can come back themselves, but let's just do 1 minute left. They see the 1 minute left sign, and so they know they have to wrap it up. And you might even have something where you would say, like, let's do that again. What about upload your slide? You can say that too. And then I should have did that out. Sorry, I should have done that on the instructor side. So I'll just do that again like that. And then the student would see that and go into the share and upload the slide. Okay, so now that all of that was done, and the instructor can go in here and actually check out that maybe all the groups have their slides in, it'll show it here. They can then pause, and now that student comes back to the main room. If all the other students were, they would also all come back to the main room. And now the instructor can go in here, and so this is group 3's activity. So let's go to group 3's, share it on the screen. And this is in the main room now with everybody there, and they can talk about it. And we can ask the students to talk about what they discussed in the room. So that is how it works. You create the breakout groups. You would have a file in here. You can't share to breakout groups until you have breakout groups. If you don't have breakout groups going, it would not show up as an option. Then you would share it. Let them do the work, download into the recent bar, and then the students would go to that share files option inside the group and just drag and drop the file up there. And then the student or the instructor would be able to see it from the main room that the breakout groups have indeed uploaded a file in their folder. So that's about it for sharing. I can also resume and tell them to go back to the breakouts, and it'll send them back where they were. And if you want to end the breakouts, you can end them as well. All right, thanks for watching. That's all there is about sharing in the breakout groups. It's pretty simple to download, drag and drop from the recent toolbar at the bottom, the recent download toolbar at the bottom. All right, thanks.